The story of success starts with your people. How are you developing them to grow your company? Emerging Leader Development is a proven course to prepare your people to lead. Transform your best doers into your best leaders. Facilitated by seasoned experts Wes and Cindy Dove, who will guide them down the path to leadership success. Now is your time to grow your company and your people with Emerging Leader Development.
Hey guys, Wes here. A quick video summary for what you can expect over the next several days from a daily dose of leadership. So wherever you're seeing this message, you should also be able to see here's how I can get access to that complimentary series and so on. But before I get into the what you can expect part, I want to touch on something really, really exciting. So this year, Live to Lead Harrisonburg is not just a one-day event, it's a season. So we've got so many different opportunities. We've all went through so many different, I'm going to call it shenanigans. We've experienced so many different things over the last several months with a global pandemic and just the ups and downs and so many different things. I want to call your attention to what we're able to do. So we're going to be hosting on October 23rd, just like we planned, a Live to Lead event for a select number of folks. Now that's really going to be geared at business owners, high-level executives, and so on. We're going to really tailor that around our executive summit experience that we've done over the last few years as our closing part of the Live to Lead Harrisonburg event. What we also get to do is we get to host a number of different virtual experiences. So we've been able to work with the John Maxwell Company on how we can use that through a platform called LeaderPass, and registration's open today for October 9th. So we get to do this. We get to experience it while it's live in Atlanta, Georgia, and Cindy and I get to host you privately in a chat. So while thousands and thousands and thousands of people around the world will be part of this event on October 9th, we get to interact directly with you as your hosts on a private chat. So really excited about that. Go to www.l-harrisonburg.com for all that information. We're also getting to host that. We get to do a private breakout session. Cindy and I are working through the details of a special lesson we're going to be delivering to you that day as well. We've got a lot of other things in store for you. We've got some specials for everybody that participates in any type of event with us, public, virtual, private, whatever it looks like. We're going to gift complimentary access to one of our new digital courses called Build a Reputation as a Servant Leader. So it's something we would typically sell for $50 or $60. We're going to give it to everybody that participates. All you got to do is redeem the code, and some neat stuff in and around that too. So if you participate virtually, here's what happens this year in 2020. You get access to a ton of content. I think it's 17 total bonus videos from the 2019 Live to Lead speakers. That's Rachel Hollis. That's whomever else it is, everybody else that participated in that, Marcus Buckingham and Angela Arntz, the former VP of Apple, and some different stuff. And I'm trying to think of who the others were. You get the point. It's a whole lot of stinking neat stuff that's baked into this platform. The other thing that virtually we get to do, if you purchase through the option that we've got on our website right now, it's $79 to access it virtually. You get access to the Live to Lead content and our private breakout session for 72 hours following the event. So if you get pulled away or whatever, you can circle back to it. We've never been able to do that before. We're able to also tailor some private broadcasts, be that virtually or in person, to different organizations. So we've got a whole lot of neat opportunities that we can work through and we can do. So that's coming to you soon. Now, with a daily dose of leadership over the next several days, we're going to kind of pick up where we left off last week, where we looked at, gosh, it's so easy to get really, really busy and not be able to get everything. A comment I heard was, gosh, the longer I live, the further behind I get. Every day that I'm alive, the more behind I get. It was from a good friend of mine not so long ago. We've all been there in some fashion or another. If you've got leadership responsibility, you sometime or another resemble that statement. We looked at something from Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Workweek, a statement where he essentially said, gosh, busy is just a form of lazy. And I agreed with some of that, but also over the course of the last week, I made the case for disagreeing with that a little bit too. What we're going to move to this week is a statement that I heard over the weekend. Cindy and I had an opportunity to participate in a virtual event with about 6,000 of our closest friends from around the world through the International Maxwell Certification. We typically go at least once, sometimes twice a year, to Orlando to this just phenomenal event. This year, because of all the circumstances, it was postponed in March. 6,000 people gathered together. We still couldn't get together in person. in August, so they did it virtually. So from Saturday morning at about 8 a.m. until last evening at about 6 p.m., we were live on this virtual event, and it was phenomenal. One of the statements I heard, one of our mentors, the CEO of the Maxwell Enterprise, Mark Cole, he said, and I'll read this to you to make sure I get it right because it's that powerful. Okay, so his comment was, and he painted this in regards to moral authority. He said, we trust people who make mistakes. We don't trust people who make excuses. Now, as it relates to busy, one of the things as leaders that we face so often is we're busy and we should really be delegating. We should really be handing off some different things. But sometimes we can just not maybe trust the folks to hand it off because maybe they can't do it as well. Maybe they've never developed. Maybe quality matters that much in that specific instance. Regardless of the reason, it can be tough to hand off and to delegate to the folks on our team. And that just compounds the busyness that we face. And especially when we're looking at, gosh, can I trust this person? This person maybe dropped the ball on me. And the question is, gosh, were you that good when you started? And the answer is none of us in a leadership role, nobody's good the first time. That's something I've heard John say over and over and over. The moral of the story, and what we're going to be looking at over the next several days is, gosh, when we're in the act of delegating, if we've delegated a task and the person maybe didn't get the same end result as we would have, or maybe it took them longer, or whatever the scenario was, did they acknowledge the mistake, or did they make an excuse for the mistake? Are they looking to improve, or are they looking for an out? And that's really a piece that we need to dig into how can we build a team around us? How can we free up our time? It takes stinking hard work to be able to delegate in a way that we build that team. It takes a lot more time on the front end. But when we invest that time on the front end, it really sets us up for long term that we can really buy that time back, so to speak. When we do it right once and we take that extra time to really train and delegate, we can be more effective long term because now we've built a team around us who's effective. Now, the key with that is really, is that person admitting mistakes? It's not a matter of are they going to make mistakes. They're going to make mistakes. You and I are going to make mistakes. We made mistakes on the way there. The question is, can we trust them because they've made mistakes and own them? Or do we not trust them because they've made mistakes and they've made excuses to cover up those mistakes? And that's something we'll dig into over the next several days, along with a few other things that we're going to mix in with that. Look forward to seeing you soon. If you don't get a daily dose of leadership already, wherever you're seeing this video, we're going to have the link included where you can get your complimentary subscription to that, and a bonus video from John teaching on how to balance candor with care, how to have those tough conversations, but balance candor and care and really be effective with that. So look forward to seeing you soon. Hopefully it's one of the Live to Lead sessions coming up. Live to Lead Harrisonburg. Have a great day and God bless.